everyone, you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm telling you how you can get a stereo rig with just one speaker. But first of all, let me thank my dear patrons for supporting the show. You guys are incredible. If you want to become a patron yourself, just go to the link. You'll be getting early access to episodes, free video lessons, and free backing tracks, and my huge thank you. You can also do the same thing by becoming a YouTube Pro member. Link is in the description. You just join the channel. You'll be contributing for this. If you want to support it just occasionally, please consider the tip jar on PayPal. Let's go. Okay, I have a Marshall 1960, which is not a 1960s Marshall. Marshall has a strange thing with numbers and names for the models. So this basically means it's the 4x12 cabinet, and it's the one with the G1275. So the cheapest Chinese Celestion speaker. I love it. I really love it. I bought the 412 and the 212. I don't like the 212, so I'm returning it. But the 412 is incredible, and it can be splittable. It's a 412. You can play it as a regular 412 in mono, but you can split the left and the right side and use it with 2 amps. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm using my Mesa Boogie dual rectifier Blue Angel on your right side and the Marshall on your left side, the Marshall JTM 45. And it sounds spectacular. I usually play stereo. This means I will occupy a little portion of the stage instead of having 2 amps. If I have 2 amps, the amps will be like here on my back. So I will be filling like 3 times my space on stage. With a 4x12, you can barely see it because it's behind me, so it's just one spot on stage. It's not the same as having 2 wide open amps, because you feel the stereo way more because the sound is coming from here. But to the front of the house, and even to myself, if you give it the proper distance, if you walk like 3 feet away from the cabinet, you feel the stereo perfectly. This is a closed back, which means it doesn't play to the backstage. So if I have a horn section or backing vocals or a piano player or a drummer behind me, you will not hear my guitar as loud as I am, because with open back cabs, it plays the same to the back as it plays to the front. The setup I prepared is one of my fly rigs with the HX effects. Basically has an always on slap, which is here, this switch, only going to the Mesa Boogie Blue Angel. So it's only going to your left. Then I also use a Hot Springs, which is a spring reverb, going only to the left. So in this configuration, I'm using it as dry wet. My Marshall is the dry, the Blue Angel is the wet. I can use it just going into the right side. I like it because you can have a lot of effects, but you can always have the intelligibility of having a dry signal. So it's great. And I like the spring, the slapback on a spring. I can also use the reverb on a Blue Angel. For a different flavor, but this is not foot switchable here in my board. Then I have a stereo Leslie, fast Leslie. Slow Leslie. And that's it, the stereo effects. But I have my memory man-ish kind of thing where I have a big reverb and 2 delays, one on each side, quarter note, 8 note. This is what it sounds like. Then this CNTL control knob by Electro Harmonics is being used as an expression pedal. That's his use. So you have the 2 knobs, which means 2 settings. It's like having a volume pedal or an expression pedal, but instead of it being continuous, you have 2 presets. So I have one for the big, gigantic mix on delays, and the other one barely having delay. Just keeping the reverb. This is for songs like So Long, where I have a big delay on the chorus and then the solo has only a reverb. So I have slow Leslie. If I would have the delays, it will be too messy. And it also tames a little of the reverb. And that's the stereo effects. By the way, let me show you all the effects I'm using for gain, slow gain, soft gain, the Miesnieks X. And it has a second side with more gain. So basically it works. This is volume, tone, and gain, and it has a second gain knob that you can select how much gain you want. This is an incredible overdrive. Memory Lane, made in Portugal. Memory Lane Electronics Fuzz. This is my favorite fuzz. Love it. I have the Vibe, Love Pedal Pickle Vibe. It's a really cool one. And the Octonaut is an octave from the octave fuzz, but without any fuzz. If I turn on the fuzz, if I turn on the Miesnieks, I have all my basic grounds covered. I always need a Leslie, an octave fuzz, and a fuzz. Then I always need some kind of reverb tremolo. This has got me covered. So hot springs, spring reverb. Tremolo. Phase, which is a great phase. I love phase with my guitar set on the out of phase and with a phaser, because then you get like the Albert King. And the Leslie. And that's it, my friends. I hope this has been helpful to you. Hope this inspires you on doing something different. I know I went a lot more than just a stereo rig. I showed you my pedal board, but all these videos are my attempt to inspire you on going into different directions and having new ideas. That's what I'm always looking for. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, you know you can become a patron or a YouTube Pro member, or consider the tip jar, and we'll see each other next week. Bye bye. Thank you so much.